My name is Architect Anna Obadino. I'm an Assistant Chief Architect with the Lagos State Building Control, and I'm also the Supervising Director for Lagos State Building Control Oshodi District Office. And our work starts from the point where a property or a property owner or a developer obtains a building permit. So in essence, what LASBCA does is to control the building, because before then, the building approval process would have been at the documentation stage. So we come in to carry out building control and start where construction starts. Now, the essence of this roadshow is to enlighten people, because there are a lot of people that are not aware of what we actually do or the extent of our duties. So what we do basically is building control in all its ramifications. So I'll be talking more on post-construction audit, because even when you carry out a construction of a property or a building, it does not end when you end the construction, it continues. That's why we carry out a post-construction audit, because the intent of everything we do is safety and the well-being of the occupants of that building and the neighbors. So we start post-construction audit at the completion of a building project. So post-construction audit also involves identification of distressed buildings, which is the number one cause of building collapse. And so a building naturally has a lifespan, and over time is bound to fail if not properly maintained. So we go around during our monitoring processes, we identify distressed buildings. And once we identify a building is distressed, that is, it shows signs of distress and is defective, we compel the owners to carry out what we call an integrity test. An integrity test is basically a test that determines the structural stability of a building, and to know how healthy the building is, and to also know if the building is at risk of collapse. And then we know what to do. So if a building passes the test and recommends re-engineering, we go ahead to advise the owners to carry out a renovation. But if the test fails, they will be compelled to carry out the demolition of the building will be advised, and the owners will have to initiate the process of obtaining a demolition permit. The intent, like I said earlier, is to ensure that the users and the occupants are safe. Thank you.
My name is Engineer Adedapo Gabriel. I am a Chief Technical Officer with the Lagos State Building Control Agency and also the Supervising Director, the Isolo Local Council Development Area for Building Control. Today we are going on the street of Lagos to create awareness to Lagosians, particularly residents of Oshodi-Isolo-Ejigbo, to educate them on the need for their compliance with LASBCA regulations in constructing their building. Buildings collapse, yes. What is their role? What are they expected to know? So follow us today as we go on the street, walk on the street of Lagos to create awareness and educate people, developers, artisans, market women, men alike. We are going to visit key and notable government agencies, public places, markets, to educate our people so as to reduce the imminent cases of building collapses. Part of the responsibility of LASBCA is to conduct stage-by-stage inspection during construction of building. You don't need to build illegally. Come straight to any of our offices and make inquiries rather than building illegally. Stage inspection is one of our key responsibility. It is a service which every homeowner who obtained a permit in Lagos State to construct has paid for. You've already paid for this service, and so allow Lagos State Building Control to carry out this service. You need to write to us to obtain your letter of authorization that you want to commence construction. And at each stage of structural works, you need to also write to Lagos State Building Control 7 days before the casting of each concrete works. LASBCA will visit your site, check the responsible setting, and all necessary things we need to check as approved with your designs. Once that is okay, we certify you to go ahead and cast. In one way, we are preventing collapse. On the other hand, we are helping homeowners to save and secure their investment. Imagine a building that you've taken to a third floor slab, coming down, that is a total waste. So we are encouraging Lagosians to be wise, save their investment, save their money. Do not be stupid to lose so much money. It costs you nothing to invite us for stage certification. And once you complete your structure, you also need to write back to Lagos State Building Control, informing us of your completion. And the issuer will now process and issue you a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation, human habitation. Every Lagosians must be safe. We need to live safe and be secured. That's the message from LASBCA. So join us as we go on the road of Lagos, preaching and campaigning the need while we must comply to building construction codes. Thank you.
Generally, sir, we are going on general awareness because we know that a lot of things we do in LASBCA. Sometimes it's not as if we are changing, but we are becoming more stringent with our laws so that we circumvent the people that are going against us. So a lot of things people are not aware of. So that's why we are going on to sensitize. So we've had a lot of information in our pamphlets and posters, and people can reach us online. So where we want to partner with you, sir, is area of course, ongoing construction and then distressed buildings.
Notified.
Yes, because it's not a one-off thing and we can't see it all. Yeah. So we have our offices so good that people can come to us. Our lines are even available. People can send address even anonymously if they don't want to identify themselves.
Well, we find any. We'll make sure that we have a team to inform you.
So sir, we really
appreciate that.
Your happiness, my happiness. Come on. Everybody right now. See, that is the you know, just see my dance for where they go out in another shake body.
My name is Oshodi-Isolo-Ejigbo. I'm the supervising director for Ejigbo district. Mainly, the essence of this main show is to create awareness to the public. And to educate more on mainly the authorization, because most of the developer owner that do comes to my own office, they do say they don't know anything about after obtaining their permit from LASBCA. They do say they are not aware of obtaining authorization, letter of authorization from LASBCA. So it's mainly our main functions today of going out is to mainly educate them on how to collect letter of authorization from LASBCA before commencing on their building construction. Mostly, what we expected of them, of the public, is that to make sure after this awareness to comply with the rules and regulations of LASBCA so that they can build right.
My name is Engineer Bakari Akim. So I'm here to support LASBCA in this road trip. So and to shed more light on what LASBCA is doing in Lagos State. The major role of this roadshow is to enlighten with the builders that there are laws guiding us, and there are things we should be doing. Because in Lagos State mostly people will just get a land and bring in quack engineers to work. But with the help of LASBCA, they monitor everything that is happening in Lagos State. So to ensure that we don't have collapsed buildings here and there. So in this road trip is enlightening people, enlightening the builders, the developers, the owner of buildings to do the right things, like getting the soil test, getting the approval before starting anything on their property.